Hello, so good to meet you at this global motivational meeting. We are reading World Scriptures book to inspire and empower with positive vibe for the day. This holy scripture inspire billions of people, families, communities, countries, and the whole world, and will help you too. Just read these quotes and practice them. As we're reading the book from the beginning, please find all the chapters at our Message to Billion channel. Now let's read about the qualities for prosperous life. Cultivate sincerity before taking action. Keep your heart with all vigilance, from it flow the springs of life. The truly upright is that which flow out of you genuine innermost self as a result of the sincerity showed by the Kami on all occasions. You must assert this sincerity to the utmost, even in the most minor of your activities. Courtesy and ritual without this sincerity and honesty is mistaken and insufficient. It is like drawing a bow and merely releasing the string blindly without firming your hand, or like trying to move in a boat without an oar. Thoughts alone cause the round of birth samsara. Let a man strive to purify his thoughts. What a man thinks that he is, this is an old secret. By the serenity of his thought, a man blocks out all actions, whether good or bad. Dwelling with himself with the serene thought, he obtains imperishable happiness. If the thought of a man were to fix it on Brahman as they are on the things of this world, who will not then be freed from bondage? The mind, it is said, is of two kinds, pure and impure. Impure from the contact with the lust, pure with free from lust. When a man, having freed his mind from sloth, distraction, and vacillation, became as it were dwelled from his mind, that is the highest point. What is meant by making the will sincere? It is allow no self-deception, as when we hate a bad smell or love a beautiful color. This is called sanctifying oneself. Therefore, the superior man will always be watching over himself when alone. When the inferior man is alone and leisurely, there is no limit to which he does not go in his evil deeds. Only when he sees a superior man does he then try to distinguish himself, concealing his evil and showing off the good in him. But what is the use for other people see him as if they see his very heart? This is what is meant by the saying that what is true in a man's heart will be shown in his outward appearance. Therefore, the superior man will always be watching over himself when alone. Then Zeus said, what 10 eyes are beholding and what 10 hands are pointing to, it isn't frightening. Wealth make a house shining and virtue make a person shining. When one's mind is broad and his heart generous, his body becomes big and is at ease. Therefore, the superior man always make his will sincere. We should examine ourselves and learn what is the affection and purpose of the heart, for in this way only can we learn what we honestly are. If a brethren, a woman or a man or a young lad fond of self adornment on examine the reflection of his own face and bright clean mirror or bowl of clear water, should see in a state of speak, he will strive to remove that state of speak. And when he no longer see it, there he is a pleasant and satisfied thinking. Again, it is to meet that I am clean. Likewise, a monk introspects is most fruitful and God's condition does. Do I or do I not generally live conventionally? Do I or I do not generally live malevolent in heart? Do I or do I not generally live possessing by soul or torpor? Do I or I do not generally live excited in mind? Do I generally live in doubt or and wavering or have a crossed beyond it? Do I generally live rightful or not? Do I generally live with solid thoughts or clean thought? Do I generally live with body passionate or not? Do I generally live strong or full of energy? Do I generally live uncontrolled or well controlled? If on self-examination among funds does I generally live convertos malevolent in heart, possessed by sloth and torpor, excited in mind, doubt and wavering, what full with body passionate, slungs uncontrolled, then that monk must put forth extra desire, effort, endeavor, exception, impulse, mindfulness, and attention for the abandoning of those wicked, unprofitable states. Further, let's read quotes from the second coming Messiah, Father Son, and Moon. The saying sincerity move heaven like faith move mountain is a proverb in Korean, but truly it is also the natural order of things. The proverb act with utmost sincerity means act with all your efforts inside and outside, heart and soul. The proverb practice everything with sincerity in your words and deeds means to completely unite your body and soul in conscientious life. This means a life of dedication. We call it utmost sincerity or Johnson. The Korean word Johnson deal with the spirit and song means the fulfillment of the word. The Johnson mean fulfilling everything inward and outward and offering it. If you do everything with your song, you can move heaven. Usually, what percentage of your feelings turn out to be true? You should analyze the process of your life and get the results. You cannot assess whether God or the devil is with you unless you can connect with your internal environment and analyze what percentage of your feelings are right and what percentage are wrong. Develop this mindfulness in your life of faith. If you develop such mindfulness, your feeling will accurately disclose what is coming your way. When you go out for a certain purpose without even praying, you will sense at your first step whether your journey will lead to something good or something bad. You will sense immediately whether it will make God happy or sad. You will be able to sense this please God or this pain God. Develop your faith through experiencing the feeling of God in your inner self. Do not be grudge thinking this work is tiring, yet every moon never acknowledge me. Where I always do praise your efforts, it would block the flow of your love and sincerity. By staying quiet, your sincerity and love can flow. Like water and air, love flows when there is a hole to flow into. In your life of faith, do you have an explosive and stimulating power in the center of your heart, which is moving unceasingly toward the word of God's will? When you have that heart, it is evident that God is with you. On the other hand, if you don't have that power, it is evident that God is distant from you. When your heart is pouring out love for humankind and you have the mind to share your life with others limitlessly, it is clear that you belong to heaven. But if after a while you became proud of your great love, then you self-centered love and proud self-centered values are evidence that God has begun to leave you. Be careful. People like that are not headed to heaven. They are self-centeredness will take them so far and they will reach their limit. The world of self-centered limitation is different from the world God desires. Therefore, you have to be able to emphasize with heaven and move God's heart. Wherever you are in the quadrant, it is a time to offer more sincerity, live more for the sake of others, and love more. Human beings still affiliated with the fallen realm must complete a revolution of conscience. This means that they must maintain a tradition of true love, true life, and true lineage in accordance with the predisposition of the original mind endowed in us by God. They must do this without even the smallest deviation, regardless of whatever worldly sovereignty or ideology they may encounter. They must live a life of high non-settlement, where they do not leave any shadow or even a speck of fame in the presence of God or the creation. The revolution of conscience is completed when our lives reach a state of one mind, one body, one thought, and to establish an eternal and unchanging tradition as the ground of our pure love and pure lineage. The age of unity and harmony will blossom from that point. So powerful quotes. If you have difficulties today, please watch one more time this video. Share this video as we and this billion happy life subscribers marathon. Contact me for consultation, cooperation, and become a member of this Heavenly Parents Holy community. Wish you a great blessed day and see you tomorrow with more powerful quotes. And don't forget to write your comment. What you think about these quotes and how this help you in your life. All the best. Bye bye for now. Yours, Coach Nikolai Serpale.